Hey everybody, here we are back on the six pack. We have Monica with us again today. The reason we have Monica with us today is because
Cider.
It's our cider show.
if you couldn't hear that, she said cider. Yeah, you gotta talk loud now because a lot of people are like us, old and deaf. So yeah, we have 6 ciders to try today. I haven't had any of them except for my brother's homemade cider, my brother and Monica's homemade cider that they made here, about a month ago?
Yeah, about that.
Right on. So, shall we start with
Sure.
Tim?
We'll start with Fin River. They're out of Olympic Peninsula, Washington. It's their oak and apple, oak aged semi-dry cider.
Wow.
It's 6.5% alcohol.
Well, that'll put your dick in the dirt.
Yeah, that'll get your motor going. Wow, wow.
So, just a little background. I'm not a big cider guy, so
That's why I wore mine.
this guy needs a beer. Oh, ladies first.
So I was looking up cider. It's like, when was the first cider ever made?
So I'm just gonna do a little bit on the ciders, and then if we like them, we can drink them.
Yeah.
You want some? Here, Tim.
And then what they said was the Romans in 55 BC ended up in Kent, England, and where they were drinking ciders in England.
Really?
That's
Yeah, see
55 BC.
That makes
Crazy.
sense to me because they probably found the apples and stuff in England.
Oh yeah, you know.
Got any reading on there you want to do on the side? Or
There's a
anything?
lot of
Looks like
reading,
on this side there's something.
Smells like wine.
It
does.
should. It was in a barrel.
It smells like wine. Yeah. Was it in a wine barrel? No, it was in a whiskey barrel, right? Or it just says oak. barrel?
Oak, just oak. Winter 2000 and something. I can't read that. It's blue writing on blue.
17.
2017 Good Food Awards. We craft Fin River ciders on our organic farm in Green Valley on Washington Wild Olympic Peninsula. We're inspired by the possibilities of the apple, by the fine craft of fermentation, and by cider traditions from around the world. This oak and apple cider is aged several months in a rye whiskey barrel.
Rye whiskey barrel. That's awesome.
For golden luster, woody depth, and notes of caramel and vanilla.
Did you see that? I didn't see nothing.
You
I'm
dropped
trying to dump it out
everything.
before I drink it.
It
It must be some really good.
It said whiskey barrel, and you were trying to dump it
Can I
out.
have a couple
Yeah,
tissues down there?
It says, may
That's
you
all right.
enjoy this union of toasted oak and sun-ripened apples.
I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it now. I heard whiskey and I got all excited, so. That's funny. I might need to. Or 4.
Fin River is my co-worker's
Okay, so.
sister and brother-in-law. But anyways,
There we go.
cheers to good ciders.
Ciders? I don't know. It's not beers.
Crystal clear.
It's beautiful. That's what I was trying to do was look at it, and I
Whiskey
lost-
barrel. I pick up
Okay.
a whiskey barrel. I pick up the vanilla from the whiskey. Really.
It's not bad.
Oh, that's good. Actually, that's good. That's easy drinking.
It's a, I would call that
Oh.
a still cider. Yeah, that's
Oh,
a
that's-
still cider.
Yeah, that's very good.
Do you smell vanilla at all? Because I do.
I don't smell any vanilla.
Mm.
It smells like a winery.
It smells like grapes.
It does, and it's not grapes. It's apple. So, what do you think? You're the cider lady.
I like it.
It's
That's tell them what you
Yeah.
smell and taste.
What's that wine that I drink?
Chateau Saint Michel,
Yeah, it
Riesling?
Riesling.
kind of smells like that.
white
But-
wine, I guess.
A Riesling.
It does like a
Maybe.
Riesling or a Zinfandel, maybe.
See, I'm picking up more of the whiskey than I am.
See, I get not many.
No, yeah. I can smell like oak too.
I would drink that. Call me
Very
that's-
little of
it's
it.
very. It's very. Oh, I could drink a lot of it.
And I mean,
It's very light.
it's very creamy.
Yeah,
Honestly.
it's not real dry.
No.
No,
They say
I
semi-dry, but that's not.
I was expecting
super.
that to be
I
real
think
dry.
mine's drier than.
Yeah, it's not sweet at all.
No,
But it's not sour
it's not bad.
because it's
No.
real light.
Not
Real
tart.
light, yeah.
It's smooth, creamy mouthfeel. Yeah, that's not too bad.
I would drink that again.
Well, good, because we got some more. All right. Well, we might as well do the other Finn River. It's their forest ginger, botanical cider with harvested fir tips and ginger. They don't really have much. Oh, here.
They don't have much, and then he found it.
Fermented our dreams and pour our hearts into each bottle. Our botanical ciders are rooted in ancient wisdom, inspired by the seasons, and crafted with a spirit of adventure. This bottle is an invitation to discover the possibilities of the apple and the earthy abundance of the farm fields and wild meadows of the Olympic Peninsula.
So all these are done up like
Washington.
northwestern Washington.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Is this gonna taste like a Christmas tree?
We will see.
And you said it was what? It had
Fir tips and ginger.
fir tips and ginger. So I expect to get a little heat off of it. Because ginger has a little spicy kind of heat.
Yeah.
So I kind of expect that.
Ginger, yeah, maybe.
Maybe,
Even
I don't
though
know.
kinda, yeah.
I love ginger. Marianne ain't bad either.
Good look inside.
Yeah.
But I guess their place up there is wonderful. Morgan was telling me all about it since his sister and brother-in-law.
That's funny.
And it was, they got quite the, it's like a farm, basically, outdoor seating, indoor seating.
Kind of like that place outside town here. What's that? That has all the farmhouse sales.
Oh, yeah.
Wolves and People?
Wolves and People, yeah.
And this
Kind of a
one's-
Devo place.
This one's 6.5%.
It
About the
smells like
same?
a cough drop.
So,
You think so? Like a Ludens, maybe?
Yeah.
One of the sweeter cough drops?
Doesn't it? Or is it just-
No, I don't get that, but. Huh.
I'm trying to think of being out in the woods Christmas tree shopping, smelling Christmas tree, you know, not like the Christmas
That one's
tree.
sweeter and more tart.
All on the same.
Yeah.
No, it's sweet but tart.
It's sweeter than the other one and more tart.
It gets
Yeah, get your jowls a little bit, doesn't it? It's almost sour. It's woo.
You can pick up that herbal essence there
No, it's good.
between the
tastes like I
ginger and
accidentally got some
the
Christmas
fir
tree in
tips.
my mouth.
Yeah,
Oh, I would want that a little warmed up
yeah, it's not bad.
with a cinnamon stick in it.
Like a hot cider.
Yeah,
Yeah, hot cider, yeah.
The nose is
It's very.
it must be the fur I'm picking up. Like,
Christmas tree. Cough drop.
maybe one of those light sensies or something.
Oh yeah.
But it should. I mean,
Well, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
I haven't drank a lot of stuff with fir tips or anything, but
No,
when they say
I don't know.
botanical, that's a good name for it.
There was a show on here a while back, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was a show where they go out, and this guy goes out, and he goes like he went on a deserted island, and he brewed a beer and he was only allowed to take like his lunch, and that was it, and he used the water that was on the island. To boil, there was a wrecked plane, so he used the wing of a plane. And he boiled the water, and it only made like a gallon and a half. But he went around and collected the little spruce tips, and for the hoppiness. And then he used the bread from his sandwich for the yeast, and it was crazy. And then they ended up, and it's somebody that owns a brewery here in Portland. And then they ended up saying, okay, well, come down there and you can try it. And then they mass produced it down here, not mass, but they did a good sum of it down here in Portland, and I guess it was a great beer. It was very different, very different. It would be very wild. You never know what you're gonna get.
Well, yeah.
And but he used I want to say he had a packet of honey or something, or he used
Probably
it for
for
sugar,
sugar.
and then he used the bread for yeast. And I was pretty impressed to watch him do all this on the beach of the ocean. It was up. I want to say it was up in a like the Canadian islands or Alaskan islands that he was at. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's been a few years since I've seen that. So I always wanted to go try that beer because they went and they replicated it. So
Reminds me of
a tart Jolly Rancher.
almost like a green apple Jolly
Yeah.
Rancher,
Yeah.
but with I'm picking up. I don't think I'm picking up the ginger. It's more the fir tips. Like I don't want to say perfumey, but what is it?
And anybody who heard that all shit over on the side, that was my wife over there doing craft stuff. Something didn't go wrong with the crafting.
It kind of reminds me of going through the different scented areas of a store or whatever, like
Oh
almost
yeah.
like the
Like the mall when you're walking through.
Oh my God, Bed Bath and Beyond. Oh,
almost like the patchouli kind of section.
patchouli. What's patchouli?
It's what
Hippies.
Hippies and
no, you said it, not me this time, so I'm not gonna offend anybody this time. It's good. It's different. That's what I like about it. It's different.
I would drink it.
Patchouli is actually a really good essential oil.
Oh. Watch out, folks. Rich is going to be a cider drinker, not a beer drinker.
So far, they've been pretty good. I'm not expecting a whole lot today, but you know, hey, to get that,
Mine will
I'm
be the
shocked.
worst.
Hmm?
Mine will probably be the worst.
You always think that though. His stuff turns out really nice. So, well, let's see here. What do we got? We got apricot. Let's see. No, we're gonna start with pomegranate cherry cider from Avid Brewing.
So this used to be Atlas.
Yeah, it used to be Atlas.
Yeah,
now
but
it's
then they
Avid.
got sued for copyright infringement or whatever, so they just changed their name to Avid.
But they kept the same logo.
This one will be a little more carbonated, which is good. I like carbonation in my drinks.
Yep, I like them bubbly.
Really nice red.
Oh, it smells good.
Beautiful.
It's like-
You can
Pomegranate
smell the pomegranate.
cherry. I'm gonna read now.
It's it's like blood red.
Okay, it says palm cherry northwest of the core. Pomegranate and cherry marry together into this unique cider union. Pomegranates have been crushed for their exquisite beauty, flavor, color, and health benefits for centuries. The tart flavor of the pomegranate is finely balanced with the subtle sweetness of the cherries. Some scholars even believe that the irresistible forbidden apple from the Garden of Eden was actually a pomegranate. I never heard that before. I thought it was the cherry, but we won't go there with Adam and Eve. Cheers to Atlas for creating this cider. Let's see, it's 5.8% alcohol by volume.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. I guess I gotta try it now, huh?
Smells like cherry Kool-Aid.
Oh, what does it say? Take action.
Definitely
Nice
tastes
color.
like a cherry Kool-Aid.
100% cherry Kool-Aid. Brings me back to the childhood. When you put, 2 cups of sugar per packet of Kool-Aid? Oh.
But it doesn't taste
Huh. I was reading about Avid Cider and how they give back to the community.
Oh, nice.
And they donate to several charitable
Good.
causes every year with every sale. So. Oh, wow, that does smell like cherry Kool-Aid. Okay.
I had
Wow.
this. What do we
Yeah,
went
the
to?
flavor's a little disappointing. It's almost like licking the powder of cherry Kool-Aid.
Do you know it's actually
It's very bland.
Yeah.
It's not sweet at all. I thought it was going to be so sweet.
Super dry on the tongue.
Wow,
Super
yeah,
dry.
it's very dry.
It's really good with dark chocolate.
I bet.
But you think about it,
The
and,
sweetness of the
and
chocolate.
cherries are a little sweet, and this tastes like a black cherry, kind of like the dark Bing cherries.
Mm-hmm.
But pomegranates are dry.
Dry and tart.
Dry on the
little
tongue, yeah, and tart.
Mhm.
So I get that.
Mhm.
I totally get it. Well, that's not bad at all either. Boy, that's 3 for 3. I like.
I was expecting over sweet Kool-Aid.
When you smell it.
When you smell it, it's like,
This would be good on a hot summer day. You mix this with some lemonade. Take some hard lemonade. No, hey, put it on ice and drink it.
and
Yeah,
a little
I
vodka
think-
in it.
Oh, yeah. You could too.
Need something to sweeten it up.
That's why I said the lemonade.
It's almost like dry, like a sangria.
Yeah. It's
I was
very
thinking like add a Sprite to it.
good. Can't hear you.
Add Sprite to it.
Oh, add Sprite. Can't hear her. You can read lips. We're going to get a signed person here for next time.
Well, we got one. Joking. We do have one. Your wife.
Here's your sign.
Your wife.
She can do it a little bit. You want to come be our signer?
No, that's okay. Thank you, though.
You can hear me from there, right?
You are a little mumbly.
Ugh.
You are a little mumbly.
Well-
Oh, wait. That was my own wife telling her after we've told him for forever.
Yeah, that was all right.
There's one up here that I'm very much looking forward to getting. So, Tim and Monica chose those. I chose these, and I just went with Atlas, or yeah, it's Atlas. Avid.
Where are they out of again?
Bend.
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 Yeah.
Of course, it'd leave it to me to pick another Bend brewery. I love Bend breweries.
This is one place I want to go.
Well, since the cider's
I almost
going
dumped it in there.
by super fast, we'll take a little sip of this Finn River, their apple wine. It's 18%.
Oh my lord, it's way too good. Way too good.
Wah. That's a strong one.
It is 18%. Boy, that's like double, triple what we've been drinking.
So that's our little kicker for tonight.
Boop, 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 boop. No, we have other ciders if we get running too fast.
We'll do 2 shows. No. That's good.
All right, well, we're gonna take a break for a few minutes. We'll be back in just a bit.
Hey everybody, welcome back.
Hi guys.
And we're sober.
Yeah, we're drinking cider, so we're gonna be sober until afterwards. Then we're gonna drink the beer.
All right.
All right, so I'll let you introduce that one.
Hi, nice to meet you. There. Enough
Richard
introduction.
Beer Richard.
It is Avid Apricot Cider. Almost looks like a beer.
It does. On the other side, it has more.
Yeah, I was just looking for the percent. 22 ounces, 6.2% alcohol. Pressed golden orange apricots dominate this uniquely tart cider that still remains highly drinkable.
Oh boy, another tart one.
The apricot adds a subtle flavor that is like combining a peach and a plum, but not quite as sweet. The Romans and Greeks had it right when they used apricots as a main ingredient for their drink known as the nectar of the gods.
The Romans? They got a thing about the Romans. They were talking about the Romans with the cranberry. So it's between a peach and a plum that are both sweet as hell. And we're going to have...
But I've never had a peach that tastes like a plum.
No.
Peach bum.
I better pour me a little more. It's apricot. It's probably going to be the worst one. No.
That's weird.
Sweet. I just pick up sweet.
Yeah,
Reminds me
I
of a
know.
blonde ale.
To me, it's a little...
Caramel.
I know the word I'm not... Probably not using.
Fruity.
No, it's danky. It's
Spanky.
It smells like a skunk's butt. So just
That's
to
it,
me,
really?
just a little on the back. It's kind of not a skunk's
Do you know what
butt.
it smells like to me is, you know those candy necklaces that you used to get when you were a kid? They used
Oh
to-
yeah, yeah, really. That you put out and you chew them on.
Yeah.
I pick up caramel.
The more I let it sit here and kind of warm it up.
Like a buttery caramel.
Oh, that smells good.
Very sweet, like smelling.
Oh, apricot! Boom, boom! Wow, I like that. You got something going on behind you back here. Oh, that's pretty good.
Weird.
It's got a kind of an apricot sweat socks vibe
Sweat
to it.
socks? Holy shit.
Gym socks?
I would drink it.
Because of the gym socks?
Have a little bit more. Well, if it's got
See, it
gym
tastes-
socks in it, I'm gonna drink it.
It tastes fake.
Vanilla.
Vanilla. That's it.
Vanilla.
That's it. Yep.
Tons of vanilla.
And that's where, yep.
I'm gonna tell you what, if this one
Bingo,
doesn't
bingo.
if this one doesn't taste like that, I'm gonna be so pissed off because this is
What is that,
vanilla
vanilla?
bean pear.
Means they put the wrong one in the wrong bottle.
Yeah.
Vanilla. That's
Total
what it is.
vanilla, yeah.
On the flavor, I pick up caramel in the nose. A little fruitiness from the apricot in the nose.
Oh,
I
see?
don't like that one.
But it's
It's very dry.
it's yellow.
Looks like
Straw
pea.
yellow, yeah.
We need to drink more water. if that's-
Stella Artois. If
hell,
you
this
know
is
all you
light.
beer drinkers out there, Stella Artois looking minus the carbonation. That's the problem with ciders. I want more carbonation.
See, the more it warms up, the more I smell the apricot.
Mm-hmm. Not bad. That's all right. But that's probably going to get most of my reaction on most ciders. It's all right.
It's very dry. This one's very, very dry. It's probably the driest one out of all. Just instantly dries off my tongue.
Mm-hmm. That's how the red one was too.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
bad.
We haven't had a bad cider yet.
That one got me right back in the back.
It's like
You ever get those that you take a drink of one and it just kind of
I'm glad I'm
do
not a
some kind of
cider
seizure?
drinker.
Huh?
I'm glad I'm not a cider drinker
Me too.
because I could pound those down faster than beer.
Yeah.
Just because of lack of carbonation, they're almost like juice.
Like what?
Juice.
Juice.
Hey,
That almost
we're
reminded
not
me
being
of.
racist here. We don't talk anything about the juice.
That almost reminded me of white grape juice.
Yeah.
A little bit of a drier. Way drier. All right.
Next up,
The one I've been waiting for, and hopefully it better taste vanilla. You want to do it or you want me to?
Go for it.
Vanilla bean pear. Avid Maroon.
Another straw yellow,
Oops.
crystal clear. Unlike the mud down on this end.
Oh, see, I like that though. I like it when it's muddy like that. I'll give her a little extra. She ain't drinking enough.
Ooh, finally a burp.
Yeah, you don't get many burps with this, do you? I'm very excited about this.
What,
I don't
vanilla
know.
bean it
Here,
says,
you
or
know.
what?
I'll let you read it. Your eyes are better than mine.
6.2%.
Oh, that smells tart.
Smell pear.
Yeah, it smells very tart. And usually pears are very sweet, so I'm expecting it to be
We
a little
can't
sweeter.
drink this because they called upon the Greek goddess of snow. We don't want any of that. To forge a cider to combat
Yeah.
the bitter, bleak, unyielding chill of fathers, Boros, god of the north wind, winter season. Equipped with. I just
Sounds
wanna know
like a
what's in
tongue
it.
twister.
Okay, equipped with a quiver of Madagascar vanilla beans, her quest began with a hunt to collect the finest pears. Oh, it's not a cider. It's a perry, right? A pear, or I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I don't know. I thought I bought it with the ciders, so.
Oh, it says cider on it. It's a cider, but pressed, blended, and fermented, a perfect drink. Yeah, I just want
All
to
right,
know what's
cheers.
in it. Just tell me what's in it. Don't give me this long story about a mythical creature.
No.
Okay, so it's not bad, but there is way more vanilla in this
Yep.
apricot than
Tastes
there
like
is
I
in
got
that.
soap in my mouth.
Soap.
Yeah, I don't like
I don't
it.
get that at all.
Pear.
I pick up the pear. It's not as dry. This is the least dry out of
Yeah.
all the Avid, not Atlas, ciders. It is the least dry.
I know.
The more I have it in my mouth, the more I get the breathing out. I get the vanilla. Definitely getting a lot of pear. Very very
Pear.
peary. I like that. I like that.
Maybe-
That's one of my favorite jelly bellies is the pear one. And
There's
buttered
that-
popcorn.
There's an alcohol twinge to it.
A little bit.
Like the smell with it holding it in my mouth and breathing out. I can get the alcohol, a little bite to it. Which is
I
weird.
can't hold it in my mouth and breathe it out or I choke. Just saying.
Yep. Wouldn't drink that.
You would not?
Nope.
It's almost a bitter.
Yeah. Yeah. Astringent. Not bitter. Or astringent or something. Yeah. Nah.
I don't like it.
I was so excited about that one, but
Yeah.
this one has way more vanilla in it than this one did. I'm just saying.
Yeah, weird.
Isn't that odd?
But
Maybe we got the wrong one.
we are firm believers, though. If you say vanilla, I better be able to smell and taste it. I'm vanilla.
It's. I'm gonna use Tim's term. Earwaxy.
Did you go home and try
That
it?
bitter earwax stuff.
Yes. Yeah, you did.
Haven't you stuck your finger in your ear and tasted
If
it?
we're
You're
going to
the one
talk
that
about
said
it,
you
you got to
never
try it.
I never did. I did after you said it.
Yeah. It's
Nasty.
nasty. It's true,
Nasty.
though.
It's very bitter.
Yeah, it's lingering, too.
It's very bitter, and I recommend everybody do that.
Well, it describes a lot of bitterness that
It does.
you can pick up in beers.
But you get that? It's that little.
It's a little bitter, astringent, yeah. It's not as earwax.
I get where she's getting the soap, kind of.
Soap or vomit.
No, it's not vomit.
Never.
Come on, be nice.
I've
there.
had that
I did
before
that
in
first.
beers.
You already
when
what?
you say, it has like a vomit
Oh,
aspect to it, people are like, what? It's true.
we want to go and do some of these locales at some of the breweries in the local area. Problem is a lot of brewers don't want honesty, and I think they would get a little upset if we
Well, you have
I
to
don't think
admit,
so.
if you're spending 5, 6, 8 hours brewing a beer, and somebody comes in and is like, "That's shit,"
Well,
You'd be like-
who says that though?
But we never say it's shit. We
Well, you
say,
know,
oh,
we say
it's
what
not
we
very
taste.
good.
We say what
It's,
we taste.
it's not that. It's
It's good to somebody.
like we said. If there's a beer that you like, or one of these you like, and you want to drink it just because I don't like it or Tim doesn't
Yeah.
like it, doesn't mean you don't drink it. For
No.
for all,
You drink what you like.
drink what you like, and everybody likes something different because everybody's taste buds
For
are
sure. That's why there's so much out there.
different. Oh my lord, so very much.
Just we have some of the similar palates of when it comes to beer. All right, here we go. Let's read the label. It says murky. This,
I don't know. Call me crazy, but when I hear cider, I think of cloudy because I'm old fashioned, and we used to go. Give me a little one
you
now.
want more?
Yeah.
It's a little harder to pour out of a mason jar.
When I was a kid, we used to have an apple orchard near us, and we used to go get cider from them, and it was fresh pressed cider, and it was. This reminds me of that. So, because I've had it before, obviously, but I'm gonna give you my honest
yeah,
opinion on it.
truthful.
And it kind of brings back. That's why I like that. I realize that technically that's not PC or not the way it should be with ciders. They should be clear. But what'd you use for this?
It was Pink Lady cider out of Mount Hood. Hood River, Oregon.
Hood River.
Not Mount Hood.
Hood River's just down the road from us. It's about an hour and a half away. About 2 hours away.
Yeah.
2.5 maybe. I guess I'm trying to think. Last time I drove through there. But they are our #1 apple producer for around our area.
Oregon.
So, yeah.
So we done that. We used US-05 American ale yeast to ferment it out for 3 weeks, and then I back sweetened it with a frozen can of Treetop apple concentrate and a frozen can of Minute Maid orange juice.
To
Try to
make
give
it
it
more
a
like a
minute.
mimosa.
Almost, yeah.
Mimosa.
That's why it's called too.
Because one of her favorite ciders is the Cider Boys Mimosa.
Okay,
So,
got
which
that.
is right over here. We can always open one of them up.
We
if
might
you
have
want
to compare.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
So it was just something fun. If you want to watch the video on that, just go back.
See
and
now
do the
today
videos.
I don't
get orange.
get much orange out
On
of it.
the
Out of the
nose.
nose.
No.
I don't. Maybe a little bit, but not a lot.
I get more than it used to be.
Yeah.
I like the taste of it today better than the other day.
And every day it changes too.
It
Every day your
seems like
taste
it, yeah.
changes.
Yeah.
The
But,
beer may not change or the cider may not change, but your taste will change.
It fermented. This one's about 5%. I think,
To
because
me, it's
it
more
was
yeasty today.
maybe
I smell.
farts.
No, not farts.
It's a lot less farty than
It's a lot less farty.
earlier.
No, I get like, when you make baked bread and when you pour that yeast and you gotta warm it up in the
Yeah,
water
yeah.
or the milk,
Mhm.
you get that smell,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
yeasty.
Yep,
That's what I
It's a
get.
yeast smell.
Whenever he first kegged it, he came up and I'm sitting there watching TV and he goes, "Does this smell like farts to you?"
It was farty.
So, it's tart.
Yeah.
I would have to say it's probably the tartest one that we've had today,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very dry on the tongue.
Yeah.
Very dry.
Yeah. Next time I think I'd back sweeten it with more apple juice concentrate. When I first made a cider, I'd done 2 cans of Treetop concentrate to back sweeten it. And that wasn't bad.
I will tell you, compared to these, it has more flavor, more body to it
Mm-hmm.
than these do. These were kind of. The apricot was good. It had some good flavors to it, but these two, this one especially, to me, had way more body than any of these
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
yours has that nice,
Mhm.
nice body to it.
I think that's because I use ale yeast rather than cider or a wine yeast.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
it was just something fun to play around with. It's drinkable.
Yeah, it is. It is, and it was great that you guys
It's a
had a
little
good
more
time.
carbonated.
What's that?
It's a little more carbonated. It's set to the same carbonation as my beer, but
It's like drinking champagne. It really
Yeah.
is. It
I
really
like the
is.
bubbly to it
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
it's supposed
well-
to be like a mimosa.
A lot of the wines over in Dundee and stuff are all going to the sparkle, the bubbly wine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
better with
sparkling.
bubbles, kind of thing.
Mhm.
Sparkling wine. So yeah, instead of champagnes, it's wines with bubbles, CO2.
Maybe we should
Who'da
try the
thunk it?
mimosa next to see how different it is.
But yeah. So what's your guys' favorite of the night?
flavor wise, for
Yes.
me, would be this because it was so interesting.
Okay, what about you?
I like ours.
No.
And see, mine is the barrel aged one.
Prejudice, yeah.
That one was probably my favorite of the night.
Those aren't bad.
These aren't bad. They're not bad. I like the vanilla and the apricot. If they could have gotten that vanilla in this would have by far been my favorite of the night. But I really like that one down there. That was really good. So, yeah, wow.
Do you pick up a nail polish remover on that nose?
Oh, no.
No. Good. Thought I was going crazy there.
I had something the other day. What the hell was it? And I smelt it. Oh, I took my buddy home, and he says I was given by my sister a bottle of moonshine. And it's cinnamon moonshine. And I was like, cinnamon moonshine. And he pulls it out, and it's got this beautiful bottle, and he says, you want to taste? And I said, well, of course, you know.
Duh.
And so he gets these little tiny glasses, and he puts this much in it. And
What are
I'm
you
thinking,
doing?
well, that ain't enough. I said, a little bit more, and he put about that much in it. Boy, right off the bat, you caught the cinnamon, but as soon as you put your nose in there, it smelled like fingernail polish remover.
Oh yeah, high alcohol.
And I was like, oh my God, fingernail polish remover. And he goes, well, it's moonshine. And I said, did she brew it herself?
Yeah.
Well, no, she bought Everclear and put the stuff in
Oh,
it
yeah.
and diluted it down and everything. I said, well, that's not moonshine.
No.
And I tasted it, and I swear to God, that's one of those things where the smell
Mm-hmm.
didn't match the taste whatsoever.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the smell was like a little bit of cinnamon, but it smelled like your wife sitting there doing her fingernails,
Yeah.
you know? And then you taste it, and it was like taking a bite of fresh apple pie
Yeah.
with a little bit of kick, a little warmth to it. It was really good.
Just
the
keep
smell
your
was horrible.
nose
Keep
out
your
of the
nose
glass.
closed.
Keep your nose out of the
I
glass.
just had to tell that story because you said fingernail polish remover.
right.
Oh my gosh. So anyway,
That was fun.
I say we do an additional one. Let's
All right.
compare.
So,
We're not done yet. So
wanna
we will.
do a part two.
Let's do a
Yes.
part 2.
We'll do a part two. So we will be right back.